Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're doing the recap of the book we just read, Roswell Loose Ends. Just want to say a big thank you to Michelle, who gave me the idea for starting the live book reads on my page. And yes, we will be reading all 11 books in the series. This was just the first one. Then we go on to number 2, No Good Deeds, number 3, Little Green Men. And then from there progresses into more and more of the books, which I can't remember all the titles right now. I only have the first 3 titles memorized. So, all right. Jess is here. Y'all are here. Jess is going to come on, and I'm going to get a chance to, give me some more water, because after reading all that, it was quite a trip. So, hello. Hello, Rachel and Michelle. And Allison. Hello. Hello, Chris.
Hey,
Hi.
it's been a night.
That was a
I don't even know.
crazy ride through that book.
Yeah, so what do you think? I want to know what your thoughts are. What do you think?
They need to not have really difficult words to pronounce in the book.
But
First
it's a
off,
teenage book. I don't
it's
understand.
supposed to be high schoolers reading this, right? Are they expecting them to be like Einstein reading this, with perfect ACT scores? I don't understand that. But
Me neither.
okay. Also, just this, I'm just gonna kind of give you my first thoughts based on the fact that I'm a copywriter.
Go for it.
Okay, the word's hard to pronounce. Some of these words are really hard to pronounce. Very easy to trip over a lot of the words and language used in this book. So if you guys do start reading these books, that's just something right off the bat that you guys are going to have to watch out for. You guys are going to come across these words yourself and be like, what the heck is that? And you're going to probably have to Google some words. And then I noticed a lot of, they must have needed to get these books out quick, like we've discussed before, because there's so many just errors.
Typos.
Errors like words that should have been there that weren't there. I just noticed in the last chapter there was a missing word, even if it was just the word I, just a missing word. And just little things that I noticed that I'm just like, hey, someone could have proofread this before y'all put it to print.
Now that doesn't change. All of them are like that. They had to get them out fast because nobody looked at them. So that's the bad part. But this is the only one with the crappy long words that are awful. I promise. I get better after this.
Wow.
He must have gotten feedback from this one and he stopped.
I hope so. I mean, I'm not going to put it on the writers necessarily. Maybe they were just in a rush to get these stories out, and they were obviously in a rush to print them. But that right off the bat was just glaring to me. Now, story
was great.
Great. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Michelle says she thinks it should have been a 2-part episode, and I agree. But I bet you they didn't have it in the budget for that. I bet you anything.
Yeah. Oh, Michelle,
yeah, that's what I call these
run-on sentences, and some of the paragraphs were long.
Oh, my Lord.
Which is why you need lots of water if you're reading this out loud.
Right. I agree. I don't think, I think it would have been an awesome episode, but like I was trying to tell you before, because this is the first time you really read these. Can't you picture them? Can't you see our people doing these? It's so easy to picture our characters and our favorite actors playing this out. I can just picture everything that happened. The way they look at each other, the way they talk to each other.
Yeah. Well, when you mentioned Jason, who ended up commenting on your post,
Oh my God,
okay. He will eventually. That's okay. I'll wait for my day. But
right.
Anyway, I was like, Max was getting closer to finding Liz, and I was like, yeah, come on, Jason, you can do it. I could picture Jason Bear and Sherry Appleby doing this in my head, playing it out as an actual episode.
Yeah, wait till you get to the last 4, because you would right after graduation and your mom That's why you watch Graduation and you go right into it. It'll go right in your mind. You'll be able to play it out. It's awesome. I like it. I like the stories. I really do. They're really good. Even though that's my problem child. But
Well, loose ends and the quarantine book that are your problem child, right? Right, Jeff?
yep. Yeah, I've talked to other people who've read them and they really like Quarantine. And I mean Quarantine is a good story. It doesn't fit right. That's my only problem. It doesn't fit right. But other than that, the stories are very well written. Or like we said, those little things like the Czechoslovakians or drinking straight out of the tobacco, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
something went to like 2 bottles,
I'm like,
at the end there, and I was like, no. I mean, they don't drink it straight from the bottle. We know that. That's
we
one
know that.
glaring
As soon as I
fact
read
that's
that, I went,
totally out of place.
what? What are you doing? Well, they don't call each other Czechoslovakians ever. That was a Liz and Maria thing. They always said it to each other. They never told Max and Michael they called them Czechoslovakians. But then you hear them calling each other Czechoslovakians. So I'm like, that's not right either. But it's just, little things like that. I can get over that for the story,
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week, we start No Good Deeds. And for those of you who are Michael and Maria fans,
I will grab it. Keep talking.
this is a highly, highly Michael and Maria. We've got some dreamers in here too, because we always gotta have that. But its focus is on Michael, because he's the one who gets kidnapped. That's all I'm going to tell you. Yeah. So it's a big Michael and Maria one. It's really good. I like this story too. This one is really good, and you might want to. Homework might be before we read is to watch the Christmas episode, because it's all about that. And look at the little details in the episode, because they talk about it. We could watch it. We could. We could do a walk, but we'll talk about that and see if we want to do that. But that's the episode this is going to go off of.
So in season 2, Christmas.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You
The
know,
one where
it's
Max
Christmas
goes
in
on.
July. It's still July. We should watch it now. Really watch it now.
Yeah. Christmas in July. That's right. The only bad thing, next 2 books are heavy tests. So we're going to be doing a lot of tests. But only 2 more, then she's gone. But we get more Alex and we get more Kyle moments. But the Little Green Men is a lot of Alex too. But the next one is definitely Michael and Maria. It's a good story. It's really good. I liked it. It's interesting. We got some more crazy bad guys in it too that are they're nuts. But that'll be fun too.
All right, for the ladies in here who I know have stuck with us through all 3, 4, however many lives I've done by now because of everything. How about I'm going to read the back of the book for you, and then there's this little kind of sneak peek.
There you go.
A taste of what's going to happen next week.
There you go. That works.
Okay. So, it says, save my child, save Katie. Michael has been taken, kidnapped by a frantic father in a desperate move to save his dying daughter. Chad Newcomb is sure Michael was the one who performed the last Christmas miracle, healing ill children in a hospital. Maria, Max, Pat, Liz, Isabel, and Valenti are hot on Newcomb's trail, but a reporter goes for a medical scam leads her straight to Max, foiling the group's rescue plan, and Katie's life is on the line. Will they be too late again?
Dun, dun, dun.
Michael is missing, and time is running out. That's what it says in part of the book.
Yep.
All right, and then this is a little preview page. Michael slammed his palms against his apartment building's main doors and pushed them open with force. He was getting really worked up. A cold blast of chilling air hit him. The night was dark, even darker than usual. The outside entry light was out. He would probably have to fix it. The landlord usually took months to fix anything, and this was just plain dangerous. Michael stepped off the stoop. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw something move, a shape in darkness. He started to turn towards it when something hit him on the back of the head. The blow was so hard it knocked his teeth together. What? He asked, but another blow slammed into him, harder than the first. He saw white, felt his knuckles buckle, felt his knees buckle. He wanted to turn, to reach whoever was doing this thing. Darkness had grown worse. He was passing out, and before he had a chance to try to stop it, he toppled forward into a very deep and painful sleep. Poor Michael.
Poor Michael.
Oh, you're going to get the Michael feels in this one for sure, Allison.
Yeah, he gets beaten down, man. Yeah, poor Michael. Because your whole time you're like, who in the world go after Michael? What's going on? You'll see. It's a good story.
You answered Michelle's question in here. If we ever see the alien couple from the first episode, Larry and Jennifer.
They never come back.
Not ever in any of the books. Did I?
I don't remember reading about them at all. Okay. I think they're no.
Yep.
They came back for the what episode was it that they came back and was it for the pond? They came back for the Roswell, Sean? Yeah, that's the last time we see them.
2 episodes in season 1, and that was it. We never heard from them again.
No, yeah. Some people just disappeared.
I was fine with that, honestly, because they were really kind of like, in the pilot, they were like really annoying. Like, no, we know he got shot, and it was over here.
No, he knew that kid.
And like, other people's business, and I was not a fan, so.
I was all like, dude, you need to shut up. Shouldn't get people in trouble. So, yeah. Yeah. 10 more books to go. I know.
Well, Michelle started a reading mountain for us, but this is good. This is going to take us, could take us into next year. So,
that's for sure. It's going to take us a while. Definitely.
Yeah. So I think we're definitely on for Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm only down to do a Wednesday next week because after that my schedule. I have something going on Wednesday nights after that, but depending on Michelle, who's in here, we want to do 3 nights next week, which would be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
It's fine. It's in the evening for me, so it don't matter. I don't care. I'm fine with whatever. You know me, I like these books, so anytime I can dig deeper into them and reread them. It was really hard because I wanted to keep going. I had to force myself not to read it. I was like, you gotta wait. You already read this. Don't read it again.
This one is 239 pages, it looks like. And it doesn't look like there's an epilogue. It looks like it's just chapters, 22 chapters. So not as many chapters as the last book. And I don't think it's as long. Loose Ends was definitely a little thicker. Loose Ends was 275, 76 pages. So this one's a little bit shorter. So it won't take midnight for us to get through. All right, Michelle. We'll definitely do Tuesday and Friday for next week for the book reads, since Michelle's good with that. And then we'll try for Wednesday. We'll see if we can squeeze that in. If not, no biggie, but we will. That's what we'll do. And we'll plan on it.
Sounds good to me. I like that. And we're still trying to get the books on Kindle.
Oh,
we got an email back about that. We did.
More of a DM. So I kind of did something that Simon and Schuster probably like crazy Roswell girl now, but sorry, I wanted a response, so
you know what?
I didn't want you to like forget about me. So
I don't blame you. You know why? Because they didn't they did not acknowledge our existence at all. They never really told us what was going on. So,
Well, this is the thing. I think I was especially mad after reading that note from AndyMangels.com. And Andy Mangels is one of the authors who co-wrote Turnabout, which is the last book in the series. And he said, well, this is what happened. 7,500 copies of Turnabout were published, and either some of them were destroyed by Simon & Schuster, or they were sold out. We don't really know if they were actually all sold out, or some of them were just destroyed because Simon & Schuster just didn't think they were going to sell, or whatever the case may be. I don't know, but that's why they're such rare collectible books, specifically Turnabout, because there was only those supposed 7,500 copies, which I'm guessing is worldwide. I don't know if that's worldwide or just the U.S., but anyway, that is just really upsetting to me. And it seems like they didn't care to put them on the bookshelves in actual bookstores after Roswell ended. So you could only get it online, and then of course that made it increasingly more difficult and rare to get the books. And then people, I think, just gradually started jacking up the books. But especially with the new series coming out, Roswell, New Mexico, and maybe us doing the book live reads had something to do with it too, because we've been pimping the books quite a bit on this page. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But now we have people on eBay jacking up the price, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I think it's saw Turnabout for like $1,000 or something.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, an insane, ridiculous amount of money. So it kind of made me mad, like, because Rachel on here said she emailed Amazon and said, okay, how come the 3 books that were on Amazon as ebooks, which was Shades, A New Beginning, and Turnabout, those were available on Amazon Kindle, the Amazon Kindle ebook, for like $6 or $7.99. They were taken off. Right. Why were they mysteriously taken off? And then why were not the rest of the books on there either? So I contacted Simon & Schuster. First, I DM'd them, and they said, we'll get back to you during business hours. And they never got back to me during business hours. So I DM'd them again during business hours. And they finally responded and said, okay, we'll look into this. We'll get back to you. 2 days passed by. Nothing. But I'm guessing that Roswell books are just not on the top of their priority list. Okay, whatever. But at least tell me, like, okay, it's going to take like a week for us to look into this and get back to you. Because to me, you could send me a message and say, we'll look into this and get back to you, and then completely ignore me forever.
Right.
That's kind of how I take it. So unless I think you're taking my request seriously, I'm going to think, okay, I'm going to keep checking back with you and keep pushing it until I get acknowledged that I have a response. So maybe I was just a little too on the jump to go after them.
I don't think so.
I emailed them 2 days later, and I have called their special order book number. So now if they watch this book live, they know. Hi. Yes, I would like the book. I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm speaking on behalf of many other fans who cannot afford hundreds of dollars for books that were originally $5.99.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I would like the books at least on Amazon Kindle. That's fine, because I realize for them to reprint the books, that might not make business sense and might not make them enough money to go ahead and reprint books, especially for $5.99. I mean, even if they had to reprint them at $9.99, I'm sure people would still be willing to buy them for that price.
Right.
So I'm just saying, whether they reprint them or not, we should at least get them on Amazon Kindle as an ebook that we can read for an affordable price of like $8.99 per se. Like, that would be fine. I just would like to know, is that possible? Are you going to do it? And so the official response was, just to let you guys know, I'm looking it up. I think it was something like, we're going to look into the ebook rights. That's basically what it was.
Yeah, I don't know what goes on to do that. I don't know how hard that is to do.
I don't know. They have to look into the ebook rights, and I guess maybe they have to get permission from all the authors or something, or Jason Katniss. I don't know how that works. But didn't he give permission in the first place for them to write them? So shouldn't they just be able to, like, put them
Well,
back on Amazon?
because in the thing that you found on Amazon, it said that they couldn't figure out why they would destroy or not print the finale to the whole series. Well, in order for them to have rights to that, they had to have it from him. So, you know, they have permission to it. I don't understand the holdup. I don't think it has anything to do with the actual people who wrote it.
Okay.
I think it's all the publisher doesn't think it's money worthy or something.
That's my thing. I mean, look, I feel, I mean, in some type of way, I'm like, okay, maybe I pushed too hard. Maybe I was a little bit too persistent, and I waited 2 days, and I said, hey, like, what's up, guys? But okay, here was the thing. They said, okay, at first they thought I meant the Roswell High books, and I said no. I sent them a picture that Jess took, and I said, these are the books I meant, with the ISBN numbers, all the titles, all the authors of each book, you know, everything.
She did her homework.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm serious, y'all. Like, I did everything. I did have ISBN numbers, which, thank you, Leonard. He gave me all the ISBN numbers.
Yep.
So he said, thank you for clarifying. Our team will look into this. And that was originally on Monday. And then Wednesday, they commented me and said, our team is looking into the ebook rights for this. In the meantime, we'd appreciate it if you didn't post about the Roswell books on our other content to other consumers. It appears like we are not addressing your concern.
Because you're not. How about that? All you have to do is respond to us and say, we'll look into this. Thank you for letting us know. We'll leave you alone.
Well, I think
we didn't even get that. I got nothing.
I guess that's what they figured. I guess they figured I would leave it alone and wait another week. I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait for them to look into it. They just said they're looking into the ebook rights for this, but until I commented on their other content talking about the Roswell books and how much I wish they were on Amazon Kindle, they didn't even send me that message. So if I had not commented on their other content, would I have gotten that message?
I don't know.
I don't
know, but I
think so. I
think that's shitty customer service. Okay, I mean, I know it's Roswell, but there's a lot of fans out there, and then with, like you said, the new show is making more fans, and people want to go back to the old series. People want to read them. I mean, people have been searching for years, and they've had like no help, which is why I was like, well, I want to have people find these books, and somebody needs to do something about this, right? So I don't understand why they can't see, oh, look, there's a fan base, so let's do something about this. Idiots. Sorry. It makes me mad because
what was on andymangles.com, because I will if you guys don't.
Oh, you should say that.
Oh my God.
What?
Is it gone? Are you kidding me? Hold on.
Can you find it on Amazon? Well, that's really shady. If it disappeared.
There was like a whole message about it on his website that I screenshot and posted for you guys on the Roswell Facebook group, and I'm looking for it now because
okay, that's creepy.
It appears to not be there, which is really weird. Okay,
why would it?
I was looking on the wrong page, so hang on.
I thought it was in that Amazon book, the other book you found.
No, like that message from Amazon.com, that was like on the Turnabout page of his website. Of the Amazon.com website. That whole message that I printed, that I
I wonder
have,
we should contact him.
it's not there.
Okay, now that's freaky.
That's freaky. Wait, go to Skeletons in the Closet and see. Like, I'm going to every single Roswell page on his website because now I'm like, what happened? Because it should have been on the Turnabout thing. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. I was like, for a second.
Okay, good. I'm like, you're freaking me out just a little.
Okay, this is the note from the authors, but it's dated February 2005. So this was like 15 years ago. Over 15 years ago, they sent this note, and they said late last year, which means at the end of 2004,
Jeez.
are made aware of surprising and saddening news. Simon and Schuster had either sold out or destroyed all remaining copies of Roswell Turnabout. The print run on Turnabout had been the lowest for the series, 7,500 copies, because stores were not carrying the book series any longer once the yeah, that literally says stores were not carrying the book once the TV show was off the air. Still, it astonished us that the finale for the entire series would be allowed to go out of print, especially when the cliffhanger first book, Pursuit, was still in print. Yeah,
that would piss me. That's
from. Chris found the website and posted it in here.
That's what made a lot of people mad.
.com/turnabout.html.
Yeah.
Okay, here's where it gets funny. We have made numerous requests and calls to editorial and publishing staff in an attempt to at least get Turnabout released as an ebook, which we saw they eventually did. But so far, nothing has been decided. When something has been announced, we will post here into various Roswell forums. We are fully aware the Turnabout is selling for excess of $200 on eBay and other markets, but there is nothing we can do to help. We have no further copies to sell, and although we appreciate the emails we get about this project, we cannot generate any further copies to sell. We hope that you'll take a look at our other Roswell books and other books written by us. Maybe you'll find something enough to keep you reading until something regarding Turnabout can be arranged. Best wishes to all our faithful readers, and thanks for being here with us, Andy Bagels and Michael A. Martin.
I just think it irritates me most because the one thing I've heard from most fans is that they can get Pursuit easily, but then they don't know how it ends because they can't find Turnabout. So they read that one and they're left. Do you know how much I would have gone crazy if I had to stop and not had Turnabout? I would have lost my mind. Like, I don't know how people are doing it. And that's what it's irritating because it's so expensive. So in order to get it, you got to find a way to get it. And it's not like you can, they're very rare. It's not like even the libraries have them. Sometimes they do. Okay. Sometimes you can get them. But
Rachel said the more we write to Kindle and request they carry the books, they told me the more they're able to relate to the authors and publishers what their readers want. I'm going right to the source because I'm not going to deal with Amazon Kindle. They're probably just going to give me some, I mean, I'll still put in a request. Like, it doesn't hurt to email in a request, which, by the way, Rachel, maybe you can tell me how you email them. But just like, I just would rather go straight to the source and be like, hi, hello, Mr. Simon & Schuster Publishing Company. Like, please put the Roswell books back on ebooks.
I don't know why it's such a big deal, unless they don't think it's going to be a money maker. But there's other things out there on the shelf that I'm like, it's been out for years. I don't understand.
It can't cost them that much money to put it up as an ebook.
Right.
It would cost them far less money than reprinting any limited amount of copies. Plus, they do say on their website a minimum of 10 copies is needed for a bulk order of books. So, if fans wanted, hypothetically, couldn't you directly reorder the entire series of Roswell books from the publisher themselves and call that a book? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, they couldn't. So when you left that message for them, are they supposed to contact you back?
I'm assuming I'm going to get a DM, but this is what I'm going to do, because I didn't get any email back from when I emailed corporate, and this was like corporate communications or something. I emailed them, no response. I called their buying in quantity special sales department. That's what I called the special sales department. No response. No phone call. No voicemail. So if I don't get a response by email, phone, DM in the Instagram, if I don't get anything by, I think Tuesday was the last time, Tuesday or Wednesday, I mean, like, I'm going to keep bugging them. I'm not going to bug them every day. I'll lay them off. I'll lay off that. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give up. I'm not just going to be like, oh, sure, you'll look into it, and then just like wait forever for them to get back to me. I don't know how long that's going to take. Like, you're not giving me any updates, obviously. You're not like, I mean, I realize that they're probably more bigger, high priorities than just Roswell books for Roswell fans. I figure that's probably at like the bottom of their to-do list, but I mean, come on.
But still, it's still customer service and it's what people want. I mean, I'm sure, like, you know, let's take like 50 Shades of Grey, for example. That came and went. Well, what all about all of a sudden they decide to do some kind of reunion or something? Then everybody goes crazy for these books. You telling me they're going to ignore that? No, they shouldn't. It's the same thing, only it's a different type of show. You know what I mean? Like, people want this stuff. I've got, even on Facebook, we've got 63 people in our Facebook group. All those people are looking for the books. That's at least 62 copies they could sell, and times that by 11 books. I mean, come on now. That they would make money. So I don't understand what the holdup is. I just don't get it. Make us happy.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm glad I got the New Beginning and Turnabout when I did, when they were available, because the second they were available, like, I'm like, well, let me just buy this now. I have the money. I'm going to do it. I had no idea. But then, of course, I didn't buy Shades because I already had that in the physical copy, so there was no point in me buying that in Kindle. But still, Shades was up there, too. And it was just strange that it was like 3 books out of the 11 there are, in 2, A New Beginning and Turnabout, are like 2 of the most expensive books because they're in the last 4 books of the entire series.
Right. I mean, if they don't want to do all the other ones, at least the final 4. That's the last part of the series. That's what happens that we don't get to see. We don't get any way to know what happens to our people, or if the special unit ever gets them without reading it. A lot of people are hung up on the way that Roswell ended. And although it wasn't like a cliffhanger, it was still not answered. We still didn't know. So that's why when I found out that there was even books, I was like, wait a minute, there's books? Wait. And then I went a little crazy, as you know. And I got them any way I could find. And like I said, I went and found the cheapest way for each one because I didn't really want to spend $100 on books. But that's cheap from what I've been told, especially now. So, and I have a feeling.
Genius, by the way. She just put this genius idea in the chat box.
What?
She says,
I can't see.
She says, turn it into a special edition box set for the 20-year anniversary of the show ending. Charge $100 to $150. Add some posters and a fun follow-up book, and done.
Right?
And even 12.
People are idiots. I'm telling you. I mean, they could even write another book. It can keep going the way they ended it.
That's smart. She's saying make it a hardcover and charge $250.
I'd pay that. You know I would. But
well, yeah, because we've already paid that anyway.
No. That's like when Star Wars comes out their box set, and you're like, well, damn it, man, no movie. I kind of like how it is. You've already waited you for what you have to, and then. But
I mean, I don't even need like a follow-up book. Like, we just need like, that'd be great just to have like they could include a poster with, I'm sure they
Right.
could buy, because they have the copyrights, you know, they could just do a poster of the cast, throw it in there, and then
And now, cast from now, like get everybody together, take a picture of them all together, the entire cast now. That's what we want now. And then do a movie.
right, we want a movie too. We're
Oh,
so,
movie
but
bad.
we want B&T to get off the ground first, because that needs
We
to happen.
do, but I know that Jason's already said, because people have asked him, would you ever do one? He said anytime, anywhere. So he's gonna keep those words. I'm gonna make sure that. Like it's gonna happen. We just gotta have it. We want B&T. We do. B&T is still at Roswell though. I still want it. I want it bad. It'll be great because it'll have Easter eggs. It'll be hilarious. They work really well. But I still want my movie or a series, or I don't care, continuation,
All right,
web
so
screening. You know.
I guess what happens now is I think I'm just going to give them like Simon and Schuster. If they watch this, I'll give you guys a full week from the time you sent me the last message. I'll give you a week. I'm going to give you a week, which I think should give you plenty of time to at least send me a follow-up message and go, yeah, we're still looking into this. It's going to take a while because XYZ, blah, blah, blah. It's going to take another week. You'll hear from us, blah, blah, blah. Something other than just leaving me hanging for a week. So if I don't get a response within a week, I think I have every right to email again, DM again. But I got my fast response by DM and Instagram. So I'm going to DM them again during business hours, because otherwise I will get the robot response that they will contact me back when they're during business hours. This whole thing, I've gotten like 4 robot messages from them. So I'm done. I will contact you during business hours, and then you have no reason but to contact me back during business hours. Okay.
And Christy's doing all of the communications because she's the communications girl. She's the writer. She's the one who knows how to talk to people, the businessmen. She can do that aspect of all that. I can do it. She knows exactly what to do. She's good at it. You're good at it, though. You're going to respond. Kinda.
I hate to send a whole like Roswell fan army on them.
Oh,
Well, upon them, but I mean, I have you all at my disposal, and I will rain down on you, Simon and Schuster.
You know how passionate I am about these books.
20 of you that would probably do it, and then it's not just me annoying them. It's 10 to 20 people commenting on all their posts. Where are the Roswell books? Where are the Roswell books?
Yeah, that's what we should do. That's what it should be. That should be the headline. Where are the Roswell books? We've asked and asked and asked, and nobody will give us a response. And then when they say, "Look, you like we don't care," that's because you're not responding.
Rachel's probably onto something. She says, "I bet they own the rights and they're just stalling." I don't know.
Well, then tell us that we own the rights. We don't want to release it at this time. Tell us something. Don't leave me hanging.
Twitter. I'm at Liaison Radio on Twitter. I'm not creating like a Twitter for this account, but I mean, I'll put it on my Twitter and I'll be like, hey, I will send a whole army of Roswell fans up in your territory during business hours. Okay, we're all got to make sure we send messages during business hours, because apparently they're going to ignore us otherwise. But
you need to write that. When you write them, be like, "This is me bugging you during business hours." Like, write that really big. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Everybody else seems to Twitter.
For the we demand the Roswell books back army, like, let me know, and I will keep you guys in mind when I
Yeah.
I emailed them. There are numerous fans who want these books. This is not just me. I'm just speaking on behalf of a fandom.
Right.
Crash
you're our spokesman.
Crash could help too.
Yep.
But I'm not going to unleash the fury of Roswell fans on them just yet. I'm going to give them a chance, because otherwise they may ignore it forever if we, do that. I'm afraid that if we put
I don't
out
think they can stop us from reading it, could they?
mean, I don't know. What?
The 20. I don't know if they can. We need to look into that too. We may need to research some copyright laws. Because I don't know anything about that stuff, but I would think that they wouldn't, because they're 20-year-old books. They've been out forever. But
like wants to unleash the Roswell army on the cons. Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too.
And start our own.
I mean, hey, you saw me in my stories. You guys can message them yourselves and at them yourselves in stories, and go at WizardCon, at Comic-Con, at all the different cons. Michelle will give you the whole list of all the different cons to mention, and just post a picture and be like, "We want a Roswell reunion con," and then you could just be super annoyed and just comment on every single one of their latest posts. It's like, hey, glad you got these guys, but I really want to see you get the Roswell cast. Like, because now they're having all these random people from like different like shows that I don't even care about personally. Like, I'm sorry to those people. I'm sure they're very hardworking actors, but like, I don't care. Like, I want to see the Roswell cast. Like, I don't care to see Sam Jones the third from some show that
I don't even know who half of them are.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I really do.
Michelle said Wizard World, GalaxyCon, Dragon Con, Emerald City Comic Con, Rose City Comic Con, V Comic Con. She put all of them in there for you guys. She sent over 100 emails and DMs herself, and now the fans on the Facebook pages are too.
I don't know why it's so hard to get. I mean, I know that right now during quarantine it's hard to do stuff, but
this should be easier because they have less stuff to do because we're still technically in quarantine. A lot of states have shut back down. Like, it's
right.
There's very limited stuff you can do when you are semi-open to the public. Like, it's crazy.
Right. I don't know why it's so hard to get. It shouldn't be this hard to get people to do them. I mean, Nick did it for a different one. Why didn't they say, hey, why don't we do it? I don't get it. And I guess they're never asked either. That's what Brendan was saying. I don't understand why. I don't get it.
Michelle said Brendan responded to her tweet about Emerald City. She screenshot it. Sent it to them, and they said they sent it to their PR team, and then they canceled?
Well, probably because of the virus.
I don't know.
Probably because of the virus, but they could have done it virtual. I mean, I'll watch a virtual con.
Right, anyone will watch a virtual con because it's more accessible for everyone worldwide, who are Roswell fans worldwide, to just buy a ticket, watch on their computer, join a Zoom call, whatever it is. YouTube, Zoom call, whichever.
I'll do that. Sorry. Yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat. And and that's also why I think Brandon and Mahandra needed to do it for B&T. They'd sell more tickets that way. I mean, you should mind. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all.
It's been a long day, a long week. But yeah, I would love one of these days. They're gonna have to do some kind of get together. I know they're thinking about it, but it'd be really cool if it was a Comic-Con that would, benefit one of the things that we want. Or sell autographs. Yeah, I want. I have Jason's, but I want to get Sherry's. And Sherry's autograph on eBay went up. It went up. It was 60, now it's 85. So it went up again. We keep going up slowly. So yeah.
Yeah, Michelle's sharing how she messaged Brendan and told him that we need a B&T Zoom session. They charge a fee. And we'd all pay to hang out with them for an hour and get an
Heck
autograph.
yeah.
We would.
I would. Seems like so much fun. He makes me laugh in that hour live that he has. I can't imagine. I saw the rest of Allie's video because she didn't post the whole thing. I thought she got a different one. Did you see it? He comes out in that like quarantine suit. I was dying. Hilarious. I have Jason's too because I bought it.
Oh, see, I
But you
only
can
have
give me another one inside
for
of me. I want to be able to stand in line like.
I don't. The thing is with the autographs is like I could buy any random Roswell autograph off of eBay, but I want something personalized to me because it would
Yeah.
cost more. Some random autograph that would be selling on eBay for $50, $100, whatever it is.
Huh?
Michelle.
Where'd you find that?
Michelle, I'm finding more stuff to buy. Like I don't even.
I don't know where she finds this stuff because I
How do
look all the time for props.
I mean, you must have like a really good like checking and savings girlfriend because I don't. I mean,
Did a good job.
eventually.
Wow. Mine's certified from Jason too. I want another one with my name on it. He signs to me. I can't believe he just. I'm still in shock.
What did he say? What did
Nothing. He
he say,
just put his sunglass picture and a heart and then sunglasses. Okay, all I said was date night with my husband. He loves me, even though I'm obsessed with Roswell and Jason Bear. But I didn't add him. I just hashtagged him. I can't believe he even saw that. And then he commented with little sunglasses and a heart and sunglasses, and I'm like, what the randomest
Did
shit.
your husband know?
Oh, he's snoring. He don't care. I woke him up. I was like, oh my god, and he went, uh-huh. He don't care. That's hilarious. I was like, and Sophie was like, she kept like DMing me while we were on the live. I think it was my fault you got kicked out. Because she kept DMing me like over and over. I'm like, what's going on? So finally, I can't like tap off of the D. It kicked me out. Finally, I'm like, what's going on? She's like, go look. Go look. Go. I was like, what are you talking about? Then I saw it. And I was like, what in the? I can't believe that. She said he either looks at hashtags or he's stalking you. I was like, I'll take number two. Okay. So I posted his picture twice and he didn't care. But I posted my husband and I thought it was how random. I love it though. It made me die. It was insane. I can't believe it. I don't know.
I
just
believe
got lucky.
He knows you, Jess. He knows that you're a big fan.
Not know me.
Yes, he does. He's like, there's that Jess girl again. She's cool. She really loves me.
Yeah, I do love him though. I do. Well, I mean, I've been writing. When he posts something, I write on it. I make sure he knows what I'm saying. So maybe that's what it is. He's like, oh, but he never shares my wall or anything none of that gets shared. He'll randomly come and like everything. He did that twice, but I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I don't know. He's weird. His method is not what we.
This is something we're going to let you in on a secret because Michelle told us this. He's a minimalist, so don't write long sentences or anything like that. If you want him to share a post or comment, I guess.
I did write a sentence.
Because he likes short and sweet, I think. Things that he can just flip right through.
I think he thought it was funny because I said he loves me despite my Roswell obsession and all my talk about Jason Bear, Jason Bear. I think that's what it was. I think he thought it was funny. He likes things that are funny, too.
Well, he likes you especially, though, so he'll read sentences for you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You guys cracking me up.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, in that picture, that pendant, I had my pendant on, so he can see himself and Liz in my picture. Well, I'm hugging my husband. He probably thought that was funny. That's probably why he did it. It is pretty funny. So I had my pendant on. I was like, and I randomly, we forgot to do it at the restaurant. And I said, hey, let's do it right now in front of the car. Okay. So I took a picture. And I was like, I'm just going to post it. What? It's weird. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. I love the pendant. I've had to buy it too, even though it was only
Beautiful. It
black.
spins.
So,
It spins. You spin it and it has the whole cast, and then you spin it again and it has them.
oh,
It
cool.
spins in the middle. I'd go get it, but then you're going to see my snoring husband. Oh my God. I love it. It's great. This is only his first year on Instagram. Imagine when he gets really good at it.
Mm.
This is the most time I've ever spent on Instagram too.
Well, maybe he'll get brave and he'll just go on a live without sharing and be like, "Hey guys,
Oh
what's
my
up?"
God. If he ever does, like jump on like Mohandra does every once in a while, or Brendan or whatever. I've never seen Sherry jump on a live too, like that.
I think
They don't
Sherry
do it.
only does it if she's like with Jason or something.
Michelle said he only has 19K followers. Half those people are other stars. There's not many normal people on his. Normal people. I follow his brother. His brother's funny too.
If he ever joined one of my lives or any of the cast joined one of my lives, I think I'd die. I think we'd all die.
I'd die.
Really?
I would die too. I would be like, oh my God.
Yeah. And someone is following, like Jess, you were, and other people still are, I think. But I don't know if this was really Jason. I don't think it was because it didn't have a verified blue check mark. But there was a other Jason Bear account with over 6,000 followers that
Yeah, I
was
saw that.
impersonating Jason. So,
Well, that was before he was even on Instagram. I don't think he ever was on Instagram. I think it was a fan, but I could be
think
wrong.
so too. I really don't think it was him. But people fell for it. People thought it was him.
Actually, the reason that I did it is because he didn't have anything at the time, and I thought, well, it's something. I can look at pictures that other people have, because I was just curious. That's the only reason I did it. But then they didn't post very often, so But then he joined after all that. I'm like, what? And it's funny that I happened upon that sharing Jason live that day that the new Roswell, New Mexico thing was happening, because I was watching the other live with the new Liz, and I was like, they're listening, and I'm like, okay. And then, oh, lo and behold, they jumped on, and I went, what's going on? I was excited. That's what started it, for me at least, on here.
Michelle says he hasn't reported that account, which is weird. I'm almost wondering, like, should we bring it more to his attention? Be like, was this you? Was it not you? Like, I don't think it really was, but, like, I mean, that person
I don't think
was impersonating him, so. Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Okay, you were freezing, I thought.
I don't know. It was never bothering anything. And they never asked me. I joined them. Like, I searched for it, and that's the first thing I found. You know what I mean? Like, all these other people try to bring you in. They didn't. I searched them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's harmless or not. I would probably just let it go. If he's not worried, let him deal with that. If he says this person is fake. Now, I had somebody contact me pretending to be him once, and I blocked that one. I did have that happen. I knew it wasn't him. I knew it. But that was a long time ago, that was months ago when he first started. But it wasn't that guy. I don't know.
Michelle said it creeped her out when they posted pics of his kids on the imposter account.
They steal everything.
Yeah, they really are impersonating him to another level.
I know, maybe it was. Some people will do that. I don't know. I'm just glad that he's we can communicate with him. It's fun. I know.
I'm
To
hiding
each
my
other.
yawn.
I know, and I know you're
That's
doing
the
it.
book.
It's gonna confuse
It's been a long day. So, all right.
I
So
know.
next we have, so besides next week where we will do at least Tuesday and Friday of No Good Deeds, we're going to have The Balance tomorrow, the relaunch. We're going to have it with Leonard because Sophie, unfortunately, is working. She has a bit of a different schedule now this week, and I'm not sure about next week yet, but she has to work at the zoo, so sad. We will miss Sophie, but we will have Mr. Leonard, who is an expert in all things Roswell music and really all things Roswell. He's kind of like the Roswell encyclopedia. So he will join me tomorrow for the live rewatch of The Balance at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's 4 p.m. Pacific, and that's 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So y'all can join us in all those time zones. So
Sounds good.
yes.
Yeah. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow, so I won't be there.
Oh, happy birthday to your daughter. How old is your daughter?
She'll be 11. She's 11.
Oh,
It's technically
11.
Monday, but they're letting us have visitation tomorrow. So we're going down tomorrow and having a birthday party with her. So
11.
it'll be fun.
11 is the age I told my parents, you can leave me alone at home. I'm fine. That was when I really started getting independence. Like, let me wander around the store by myself, alone. I'm fine. I'm 11.
She's already like, Mommy, when do I get to watch it with you? And I'm like, when you're a little bit older, honey. You're still a little young.
With the Roswell stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch it with her when she's a teenager. I guarantee it.
Like 13.
We'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for her to watch it right now. I'm not there with her all the time, so yeah. So yeah, like 13, 14 would be perfect age. I'm like, all right, you ready? See if she likes it. Hopefully. All right. Well.
All right. Good night. I think we're all, or just me and Jess are, I can tell we're tired.
Yeah, we're getting tired. But I'm glad we finished that book. I'm glad people like it. I'm glad you like the story. We got more exciting stories to come. There's a lot more. Our mini episodes before we get to the exciting conclusion of the last 4 books. We got a while for those. But those are the best. They're the best. So, alrighty.
Yep. Hopefully before then, before we reach the end, Simon & Schuster will be nice to me and put the books back on Amazon Kindle, and then you all can see them digitally.
Right? Exactly. And that would be great for everybody so that everybody can afford a copy.
So just hope and pray that I don't have to bug Simon & Schuster to death and put the Roswell Army on them so we can get our books back, and hopefully they'll respond, by Monday. That would be nice.
Right. If not, well, it's there. They'll figure it out.
If not, I'm just going to have to send the Roswell fandom on them all. I'm just sorry. I'm just going to have to unleash the Roswell Army on them.
Yep. But thanks, guys, for listening to all these every week for the first book. You guys did great reading. I'm sorry I couldn't join you. I couldn't trip over those words. But it was been fun.
I was tripping over those words. You saw me.
Oh, my Lord. Those are awful.
Yeah.
Teenage book in my butt.
Yeah. It's not. Some of those words were not at the teenage level. They were at a whole other level. For sure.
Oh, I know. I hear you.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching. And we will see you for sure, if not tomorrow, the next week.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Night.